Hello, and nice to see you back for more psychic damage. Because today we are watching, or I'm watching, and you are watching me watch and suffer episode 5 of season 2. I was putting it off and off and off for quite some time because, frankly, I was very reluctant to see it being butchered in front of my eyes. Because for me, episode 5 is the episode, the best episode, definitely of season 2, maybe my second favorite episode overall, because the first place I would still give to the pilot. But anyway, I was not really excited to see what's been done to it. Can you blame me? But then finally I realized that there is no use postponing it indefinitely. So here I am. To make the occasion more special, I decided to devote the whole runtime of this video to one episode, unlike the previous ones. And I also donned my specific Armand shirt. So I am ready. Are you? Don't lie and say that you are, because you can never be ready for that.
Арман стал проще относиться к управлению кланом, ослабил контроль. Жизнь в гармонии.
Мило.
Можно же...
I didn't even get a chance to set everything up, and they were already cutting. The first thing to go was when Armand talks about their days in Paris gazing up at the ceiling.
Это должно быть Малик?
Да, сэр. Так это ты?
Обсудим детали в гостиной.
Кто они?
Не думай об этом.
Weird. I am used to mostly everything, but why did they need to cut the mention of Jimmy Choo sneakers? Is that too gay?
И долго ваш друг будет обедать?
Час.
As usual, boyfriend is friend, but should I even mention that? I feel like it's obviously a little bit redundant now.
Да.
Он живет полвека. Убивал сотни тысяч раз.
I know it's not a censorship issue, but they translated 500 years, as in the span of Armand's life, as a half a century, as a 50 years. That's such a stupid blunder.
Мы выпили, вы оплатили счет. Мы доехали на такси до вашего дома в Девисадеро.
Все так.
Another pet peeve, or maybe not even pet, this is like a full-blown wild animal peeve. They use the respectful, honorific, formal you when they talk to each other. I don't know, it feels like they wouldn't be using that if English had this kind of form. It grates on my ears and on my nerves a little bit.
А потом...
I enjoy this. In the original subtitles, there is like smooth jazz play. Obviously, the subtitles are not here, but it's still like they linger on the question like, you paid for drinks, you pay for cab, what happened next? And then the smooth jazz starts playing. Okay.
Это тебя пугает?
Это нарды? Как?
That was too gay for the censors. Well, obviously, where Daniel says like, "Do you bang in the coffin?" It had to go, and then his remark that he's into countercultures. I mean, that could have meant that he's just into that goth life, but I don't know. They just decided to cut it all, and especially the mention that he is like the fifth guy that Louis brought here. The fifth guy. That's also gone. Dan Lu Warriors, you were vindicated there, I would say.
Чизбургер или китайская лапша, выбирай.
Что ж, я шутил.
Да уж.
А я...
Oh, whole scene where Daniel starts taking drugs, where they talk about cocaine being the fun boys drug. The biggest shame is that they cut the part where Daniel takes his shirt off. I knew in my head that they wouldn't let it slide, but in my heart, I was hoping they would leave it. But this kind of beauty shouldn't be ignored, so here he is anyway.
Я шутил.
Да уж.
Я и забыл об этом.
Повторите? Иногда вот так теряешься, а возможность ускользает. Сан-Франциско.
I don't understand what they were talking about here. Honestly, so the previous scene is Louis offering drugs.
Чизбургер или китайская лапша, выбирай.
So far, so good.
Что
Then
ж, я шутил.
the whole scene gone where he takes his shirt off, and Daniel realizes that he didn't actually sleep with Louis back then. And like here he says in the original, like, we didn't, but I thought that we really did. But here he says, I was joking about what? About doing drugs? Do they imply that he was like acting excited about drugs in the previous scene because he was joking and he didn't actually do it? But then Louis says
Да уж.
he agrees with it.
Я и забыл об этом.
And Daniel says, I forgot about it. About what? About what? What did he joke about?
Повторите? Иногда вот так теряешься, а возможность ускользает.
And here Louis says, like,
Francisco.
do you want to repeat it? Sometimes you lose your chance. To do what? I don't understand. What? I need another translator. Please, someone explain what just happened here. What were they talking about?
Каждую ночь реки алкоголя, наркотики на любой вкус. И так изо дня в день. А вы предложили что-то новое.
Yes, so they left at the part where Louise says that days in San Francisco were all the same with psychedelics, angel powders, but they cut the young man mention.
Ты приехал в Сан-Франциско, потому что здесь люди более открытые.
A hub of homophiles becomes people are more open here or more open-minded. I guess the point stands, so I'll take it.
Там была атмосфера вседозволенности. Цвет был неважен. В этом городе я и почувствовал свободу быть собой.
Okay, so they changed the fact that Paris in the 40s were liberated for Louis sexually, as in original. They changed it into Paris being a more tolerant, I guess, where Louis felt maybe a little bit freer because of his skin color.
Дай. И мне дар. Не пожалеешь. Я буду тебе полезен.
Об этом ты просишь после всего?
Again, Danlu Warriors, you would love it. So they cut Daniel's line when he says, I could be your Lestat, your Claudia, but better. Why? Claudia was his daughter, Lestat was his best friend. Why cut it? Okay, Lumon fight. Here we go. Here we go.
Что? Что? Уже утро? Я не заметил. Не до этого было. А я был дома, ворсинки с дивана сдувал. Я звал тебя. Уже...
Things got heated with the boy. I don't even know. Should I look into the transcript? Because I feel like I know it just by heart.
Утро, комната в грязи. И вот он я со шваброй, готов бездумно помогать. Подумаешь, грязный что, я уберу. Нет, я уберу. Ты все портишь, а я исправляю. Отметь в календаре опять, Луи облажался, который раз за год. Прости меня. Ищешь утешение в обществе отребья и сломленных людей. Ладно, не похоже, что ты за. Но раскрыть свою сущность репортеру, с которым ты едва знаком, а если бы кто-то узнал, это весело. Парижа мало было? Я бы его убил. Нет, Луи, ты уже был бы без сознания на полу рядом с ним. Отрубился из-за наркоты. Скучно. Зануда. Как же, с тобой скучно. А вот и отдача. Ты пресен, бьет в сердце. Скука. И в мозг. Скука. Унылые ночи, недели, месяцы. Какая скука. Я задыхаюсь.
Suffocation. I don't know the principle. How do they pick what to cut? What is so insinuating about a beige pillow suffocating you?
Вот и он. Этот жуткий пустой взгляд. Ладно. Может, и
Why cut so much of it? That's just fighting. Why do they cut the line where, oh, I forgot. How could I forget? That's my favorite part. What we doing the does he want to lick my boots or chop my hands off? We don't get to see it. I would like to see it, please.
ты прав. Но так ли я скучен? Как болтовня, записанная на кассеты. Ворсинки с дивана сдувал. Я чувствую боль людей, когда пью их кровь.
Oh, they also cut the. Oh, it's so hard to be me. That was a hate crime from Armand, and they recognized it.
И ты просто сидел, сложа руки. Все близкие меня предают. Ладно, ладно. Давай его разбудим и послушаем твой рассказ. Я вампир Арман. Для моего папочки-вампира я был лишь вещью. Мой брат сбросился с крыши, а для сестры я мертв. Его убийцы 240 лет меня подавляли. Моя дочь, она же сестра,
Obviously, a little bitch is gone. Like, they made you think you didn't have a dick for 240 years.
была моим утешением. Имя. Целых 23 года.
So there is no Lestat, but they continue it with the. He still mentioned, like, the name. So
В нашем доме это имя не говорили вслух, но теперь оно на повторе. Оно стучит в моей голове, словно молот. Наши проблемы вовсе не из-за него. Ее имя припомнил.
here Lewis says that our problems are not because of him. So it is implied that it's about Lestat. So why not say his name? I guess the censors, they felt like some kind of kinship with Armand, and they just didn't want to hear his name said again and again, pounding in their brains like a hammer.
Но это так, прикрытие. Я любил ее, а она тебя нет. Знаю. Я
They also cut like that she didn't love you, not like he did, not like I have. It's also gone.
знаю. Да, я знаю.
How many times have I stopped this like 5 minute scene? I mean, maybe even less. They butcher it so thoroughly.
Он жив? В порядке. Не надо.
They just got two lines: the boy and the fascinating boy.
Я слышу свой голос на записи. Это он любил. Особенно обожал кровь девиц. Но больше восторга у такого садиста, как Листат. Арман! Ведь они стояли на пороге жизни.
Did they put some sound effect to cover Louis describing Lestat's dietary preferences? Young men like yourself would have appealed to him in particular.
Он раскрыл тебе свои главные тайны.
Я хотел накуриться. И больше ничего.
Здесь побывало 128 человек.
We didn't have sex, obviously gone. Now he said, like, I want a drug and nothing else.
Говорил 5.
Ты первый, кого он не выпил досуха. Прошу, ты особенный.
Умоляю. Я же никто, я ничего.
Это нужно проверить.
Я на колени встану.
Ты готов на все. В этом твое очарование.
I could be on my knees in a second, could be interpreted in a innocuous, innocent way. You are even ready to beg on your knees.
Она согласилась, и ты переспал с ней сквозь ее слезы. Ты так холоден. В этом и есть твое очарование.
У меня судорога.
I enjoy that they translated the "is that what makes you fascinating" into "is that what makes you charming." Armand just keeps calling Daniel charming here.
В итоге интервью брали у меня.
И?
The insecurity jumps out. I knew that they would change it up. Maybe they would give it a different name, the city, Zheleznogorsk. But they decided to cut everything. And now Daniel says, like, I was being interviewed. Like he's talking about that day in 73. I guess he is, but there was also the example of how the rules were reversed. KGB mentioned. That's not allowed.
Это какая-то твоя фантазия, где мальчишка все же сможет опубликовать книгу? Если ты хотел вновь сойти с
What's left? I ask, what's left? The whole part where Armand describes the fantasy that he caught Louis in, that the book would be published and that would make Lestat react in some way and, chase Louis again. It's all gone. Here, Armand just says, did I catch you in a fantasy where the boy publishes the book? And that's all. So, Louis just really wanted to help Daniel's career, I guess.
Это твой шанс. Я говорю за твоего создателя.
Луи,
Луи,
Монами.
mon ami.
It's so stupid. Like, you can hear that he says mon cher there, but they translate it as a French word, mon ami.
Ты хотел мне что-то сказать?
Ты хотел мне что-то сказать?
Почему ты болен? Что случилось?
Почему ты болен? Что случилось?
Скажи, Арман.
Obviously, I love you is gone. I knew that it would be gone.
Скажи. Луи? Луи?
Он мой создатель. Тихо.
What is that even supposed to mean? Like, Louis says he's my maker. They cut the part where he says it's nothing more. What was the point of that? Why are they so intense if they are just friends? Oh, and also they cut the part where Armand asks whether he's atoned for Paris, that would he be on suicide watch for 1,000 years? That's also gone. If they fumble the rest scene, I am going to combust.
Я хорош в своем деле. Я очень
Удобный стул. В комнате, где пол немного под наклоном. Легкая смерть. Тихо. Стой.
Devil's minion warriors, you were also vindicated. Hugging each other was too charged here. Also, they cut like the beautiful shot of Daniel, like where he's crying. We just need to see it.
Но он должен выжить. Оставь мальчишку в живых.
A testament to our companionship is not allowed. They could have translated it as like a testament to our friendship or companionship. It's a neutral word.
Это просьба, мэтр? Нет, Арун.
But they keep. Do they not get it? Like, why do they keep this BDSM type relationship hints? Do friends like do this stuff in their free time too? Dun dun. The end. So that was a lot. Have I ever stopped this much on any other episode? There was no need to be this free with the scissors. I was scared for this episode, and I think I was right to be scared about it because, my god, they cut the best parts of the episode. I think they cut the best scenes in such a ways that they just are left a jumbled mess. And here I thought that there wouldn't be a lot of cuts, just a few things here and there, a few mentions of love or sexuality, and that's it. But no, the insecurities run really deep, and the censors are too vigilant. Okay, anyway, with that done, I have 3 more hours of struggles and torture, and then we are free until season 3. Thank you for watching and enduring this with me. So until next time, bye bye.